Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Warbotron WB03-B speed wheel, or Lightspeed as I call him. We have taken a look at this box before, but you can always look at this beautiful thing. And you know, it opens up in the front and you can pull the little thing there, so I won't show that off today. But it looks good, still.
Every time.
And this is Lightspeed. He looks cute. He has a couple of fiddly parts here. The arms are a bit snug. And the tolerances are a bit too tight, but he looks amazing nonetheless. Let's get up close here, and you have light piping. Not as good as the others, because I think this is just translucent plastic. I have painted details in my favorite color. Of course, I'm going to like it. A bit of detailing underneath here. Humongous knee joints, knee pads, sorry. But still. What is Lightspeed without his knee pads, hey? More gunmetal gray. Ha 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 ha, gunmetal gray. And this is him from behind. And the backpack's a bit strange. They tell you to have it like this in the manual, but I have another formation I like better. But let's just go for the official today. You can see the light piping and these beautiful lamps, I think. Highlights? I don't know the word for it. I'm not a car guy. I like the Grand Tour, but I'm not a car guy. Okay. Really nice. So this is him from the front, and that's him from the behind. Now for articulation. His head can do a 360. His arms can go out to there, but they will hit the head. So they are very, very snug against the body. You can do a 360, but you're going to hit things on the back, unfortunately. You have a little strange side movement in the bicep. That's due to transformation. You can turn at the elbow, and you get about 90 degrees of elbow bend. The hand rotates fairly well. And again, all the fingers are on one peg, so no posing his hands in nice ways. Okay. His waist swivels, that's good. I don't know if it's a ratchet or not, because no, maybe not. His legs can low kick, unfortunately. And they don't go that much back either. And not out to the side. So he's fairly stiff. You can rotate at the hip joint here. Or maybe this is a thigh swivel. No. You can fold the knee 90 degrees, and these feet do absolutely nothing. You can fold them down, but there's no point whatsoever. You can angle these however you like them, or these. I like to have these like that together, and then this just hangs off his, like that. It makes for a nicer silhouette, I think. But let's bring in his leg body, a nose cone. And again, the difference is substantial. He is taller, wider, bulkier, and has more weapons at his disposal. I don't know really why they made such a difference. They could have made him a bit bigger or bulkier, but they didn't. But they still look good together, and you can see that they're from the same set because they have the same technology and ports and stuff like that. So let's get him transformed to alt mode. You start by moving this, and this is actually loose on my copy. I'll try not to get it out. Pull the head in, like so. Makes his arms go all the way up and a bit out, just to make things easier for you. This back piece comes up and between, and this is a tight squeeze, but it usually works just fine. You fold it back and then onto itself to make this little back piece. You fold these side parts back, like so. And this is really fiddly, and it's a very tight squeeze here. You're supposed to get that into that spot there. Okay, we fold these panels out and the hands in, close it back up. Same thing on this side. These are quite snug as well. No, don't open your hand. Keep it closed. Good. And now we turn the arms 90 degrees, and you fold them outwards until you hear a click, like so. And now we're going to get them squeezed together, because they're going to be the back of the car. And this is a tight squeeze, as everything else with this little bot. But there you have it, the back of him. Yay! Now we're gonna do the spoiler. You fold the spoiler pieces out and you tab them onto each other. And when you've done that, you should be able to rotate them. But as you can see, it's a tight squeeze even here, so I don't bother with that. Okay. The legs. The legs! Okay, take a deep breath. First, you fold that filler piece out, like so. And now we come to the nail killer. This little hinge here on the side that actually holds the knee in. I usually have to bend it off to be able to push that out. On this side, it's easier on this side, good. You fold these filler pieces out. You try to tab everything in like so. And before we do anything else, we fold this up and we squeeze this section together, because otherwise this is just going to go haywire. Okay, now let's try and fold this up. But before we do, we have to get these horrible tabs in, because, well, they're gonna be in. They're gonna be in. like so. And we squeeze that together. And here, Lightspeed is in his alt mode. And it looks amazing. Except for the front. I mean, there's a gimmick here where you can open up the bonnet. And that's fun and all. But it looks like a grin here with two eyes. That's not what I like for the front of my car. But it does look good. Let's just look at that grin, shall we? Oh, he's smiling at you. Nice detailing on the wheels. It's kind of strange that they hide this away. They should have that orange piece as a light for the back, but whatever. The back is really nice. This piece is one of the pieces that popped off. And this is what he looks like from above. And this is what he looks like from beneath. And he comes with two guns as accessories. And they look quite nice. A bit on the smallish side. Hello. And you can fold them down for combine mode and peg these in so they disappear into the leg. But you can actually use them in alt mode as well. You put them in these little side ports, and now he can go shooting Autobots to his heart content while driving. It actually rotates, so that's cool. For comparison, I will be bringing in, as always, Scattershot. And now you can really see the size difference between the leader and the minion, because it's really, really different in size. It's, I would say, 50% of Scattershot's size. But they do look good. They do look good, as I always say, because they do. Now, to get him to leg mode, you have to undo a lot of the difficult parts that you actually did before. So, deep breath, deep breath. Okay. We're going to separate the spoiler. And we're going to fold those in like so. And then we're going to take the arms and push them upwards. Remove this. And we're just gonna have it rest on the backside there. You turn the shoulders inward to loosen them from this piece. And you angle them thusly. That's basically the leg mode done, because you're not gonna see much difference. Well, maybe. You come to the back, you squeak those downwards. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. And now, I need a spludger. Where's my spludger? My DX9 spludger isn't strong enough for this, unfortunately. I need stronger tools. You open the feet up a bit, because we're going to separate everything here. Now, before I do that, I'm going to bring in the enormous foot, and we're going to take a look at that. Now, this foot is very nicely done. You can tilt the toe, you can fold the rockets up and down, you can actually give him such a pivot that it breaks the mold, but it still works. This piece is actually magnetized, so it won't fall out when you go forward or backward or whatever you want to do. So this is the piece we're going to put into the back here, and this is not an easy thing to do. I've tried several times, but I never get it to do it. I never get to do it the way I want to because it just keeps falling out. Now it actually got stuck the first try. Good. These are going to stay there. And now we bring in the guns. We fold the handle down and we put the shorter thing in, like so. And we do the same thing with the other one. We bring out the foot. We put the foot down. And now we can actually move about if we want to. You can fold this down a bit if you want to, because then you can actually bend that very much forward. And as you can see, you can also break this bond or if you aren't careful enough. So but once you get these tabs in on the back, I haven't, as I can see here, they actually stick really well to the foot. So that's just me not being able to do it. But there you have a foot mode. For my final thoughts about this bot, he's very good. He looks great. The alt mode looks amazing, but he does feel a bit Decepticon-y, especially around his head and the front of the car, which looks scary. Of course, the smiley face just makes it even worse. And the tolerances here is a bit too tweaked, and it's when you transform him, it's just scared of breaking things. But other than that, he looks good in all modes, I must say. And thanks to the quality plastic, he stands the test of time. I've transformed him several times, and even though the joints are tight, they still are, and they still function. And I have glued pieces back onto him, but they didn't break, they just loosened up and fell off. So I can't really fault him for that. This chest piece, for instance, comes easily off. I have to glue that back together after this review is done. He, as all others in the set, is a strong recommendation from me because they form the best Computron ever and they look really good. So does he. But I think that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.